Let's be honest, business isn't glamorous. It's not fast cars and beach laptops. It's fear, it's failure, it's doubt, but it's also freedom, the kind most people will never taste. Everyone dreams of freedom, but most never make it past their fears. Because here's the brutal truth. Business isn't a straight road to wealth. It's a roller coaster, terrifying, thrilling, and transformative. You'll lose before you win. You'll question yourself before you conquer. But if you can ride through the chaos without breaking, you'll realize something powerful. It was never about the money. It was about becoming the kind of person who earns it. This is not a story about getting rich fast. It's a story about earning your freedom, one fearless decision at a time. Because when the world says you can't, the entrepreneur says, watch me. Entrepreneurship is living a few years of your life like most people won't, so you can live the rest of your life like most people can't. Welcome to the Read and Rise Book Club, where we decode life-changing wisdom from world-class authors. Subscribe for exponential growth in each area of your life. Today, we dive into the Entrepreneur Rollercoaster, where fear tests your faith and freedom rewards your courage. In this book, Darren Hardy shared an emotional, mental, and practical blueprint behind entrepreneurial success. Whether you're a founder, dreamer, or leader, this is your manual for thriving in the chaos of business and become victorious. Chapter 1, The Ride Begins, Facing Fear Head-On. Entrepreneurship is not a business plan. It's an emotional endurance test. According to Darren Hardy, fear isn't a sign you're doing something wrong. It's proof you're doing something that matters. Every great entrepreneur starts from the same place: uncertainty, fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not being enough. But the entrepreneur's superpower is not the absence of fear. It's learning to dance with it. Darren says, you can't eliminate fear. You must act in spite of it. Imagine you're on a roller coaster. Your heart pounds, hands shake, but the thrill? It's addictive. That's what building something from nothing feels like. Action principle number 1. When fear shows up, lean in instead of backing off. Your growth always hides behind your greatest discomfort. Ask yourself, what's one thing I've been avoiding because it feels risky? That's where your next breakthrough lives. Now your turn to act. Start before you're ready. Action is the cure for fear. Not confidence, not motivation, not clarity. Fear feeds on hesitation. Every time you delay, you give fear strength. The moment you act, even clumsily, even blindly, fear loses its grip. Write down one thing you've been delaying out of fear, and do it today, not tomorrow. Send that email, launch that post, make that call. Entrepreneurship begins the moment you stop waiting for perfect and start doing imperfect. Every dream dies in hesitation, but every empire begins with one step forward. Chapter 2, The Emotional Curve of Entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is not a straight line. It's a looping, twisting curve of hope, doubt, exhaustion, and reinvention. Darren Hardy breaks this down into 4 emotional phases. Phase 1, excitement, the honeymoon phase. You're inspired, confident, invincible. Phase 2, disillusionment, reality hits, long nights, little results. Phase 3, desperation, doubt creeps in. Many quit here. Phase 4, determination. You either break or break through. Every founder, every leader, every visionary rides this curve. The key is not avoiding the drop. It's learning how to stabilize during free fall. The Entrepreneur Rollercoaster teaches that emotional control is the highest skill in business. Your mood determines your moves, and your moves determine your money. Action. Principle number 2, build emotional routines. Meditation, journaling, mentorship, health rituals that keep you grounded when chaos hits, because your business grows only as fast as you do. Identify one daily non-negotiable action that moves your business forward and lock it in like brushing your teeth. Whether it's 30 minutes of marketing, content creation, or sales outreach, Make it a ritual. Make discipline automatic because your emotions will betray you, but your systems won't. The difference between amateurs and professionals? Amateurs work when they feel like it. Professionals work until it's done. Chapter 3, Selling is Serving. This is where Darren drops one of the most misunderstood truths of entrepreneurship. If you can't sell, you can't succeed. But selling isn't manipulation, it's transformation. Every sale you make is a promise, a solution that improves someone's life. When you sell with integrity and conviction, you don't take, you give. Darren's formula for selling mastery: believe deeply in what you offer. Communicate emotionally, not transactionally. Follow up like someone's life depends on it, because sometimes it does. Action principle number 3, stop pitching, start serving. Influence is built through genuine contribution, not persuasion. When you sell what you believe in, you create movement, not just revenue. Ask yourself, am I trying to close a deal or open a relationship? Business growth equals relationship growth. You can't scale income faster than trust. Chapter 4, Leadership, the courage to take the front seat. Entrepreneurship is not a solo ride. It's a front seat on a roller coaster where others depend on you to steer through chaos. Darren Hardy reminds us that the moment you start something, whether it's a startup, a side hustle, or a movement, you are no longer just responsible for results. You're responsible for people, employees, customers, investors, even your family. They're all riding with you. And when fear hits, they look to you first. That's why leadership is not about charisma. It's about consistency. The calm voice in a storm, the steady hand when everything shakes. A real entrepreneur doesn't need everyone to believe in them. They need to believe in themselves enough for everyone else. Darren says, leadership is showing up as the most certain person in an uncertain room. Action principle number 4, be the thermostat, not the thermometer. Don't reflect the environment, regulate it. When your team senses your calm certainty, they'll mirror your belief even in the darkest nights. Chapter 5, Resilience. Building emotional armor. Business will break you until you learn that breaking is part of building. Every entrepreneur faces breakdowns, lost deals, failed launches, rejection, burnout. Darren Hardy calls this the grind gap, the silent valley between effort and reward. It's the space where most give up just before things start working. Think of it like a roller coaster dip. The speed you gain going down is exactly what launches you back up. Resilience is not pushing harder, it's bouncing back faster. You can't avoid the dips. You can only control how long you stay down. Darren offers a powerful formula. Resilience equals to recovery speed. The quicker you can realign your mindset after a hit, the stronger you become. It's not about endurance, it's about elasticity. Action principle number 5, create a bounce-back ritual. After every setback, pause, breathe, learn, and relaunch. Turn every failure into data, not drama. Ask yourself, am I reacting to failure emotionally or learning from it strategically? The next time something breaks, instead of reacting emotionally, write down, what worked? What didn't? What's the next small fix? That single habit, reflecting instead of retreating, turns obstacles into optimization. The faster you recover, the faster you rise. Winners fall 7 times and stand up 8. Chapter 6, Momentum, the power of daily consistency. If there's one truth Darren Hardy shouts from the rooftop, it's this: small, consistent actions compound into extraordinary success. Momentum is what separates dreamers from doers. Most entrepreneurs start with passion, but stop with exhaustion. They expect giant leaps. But progress doesn't come in leaps. It comes in inches. Every phone call, every email, every micro win adds up. Because success doesn't come from intensity. It comes from consistency. This is the secret. You don't need more motivation. You need a system that keeps moving even when motivation fades. Darren calls it the momentum effect. When your habits carry you faster than your doubts can slow you down. Action principle number 6. Build systems that protect your consistency. Morning routines, accountability partners, progress trackers. Because what you do daily defines your destiny. Ask yourself, is my system stronger than my excuses? Chapter 7. The emotional truth of entrepreneurship. There's something Darren Hardy says that hits like a lightning bolt. Entrepreneurship is not for everyone, but if it's for you, there's nothing else like it. You'll feel fear, excitement, exhaustion, and euphoria, sometimes in the same hour. You'll question yourself 100 times. You'll fail publicly. You'll rebuild privately, but you'll also grow in ways you never imagined. The entrepreneur roller coaster isn't about chasing wealth. It's about becoming the person who can handle it. It's about building emotional muscles that can lift a vision off the ground, again and again. So if the road feels lonely, chaotic, or endless, remember this. The dip means the rise is near, because every great entrepreneur knows the climb is worth the chaos. The ride is yours. Entrepreneurship will always feel chaotic, unpredictable, unfair. But that's the point. It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to build you. Every fear you conquer, every failure you face, every small action you take is a track you lay toward freedom. You were never meant to sit still. You were meant to build, to fail, to rise, to repeat. So keep riding, keep acting, keep rising, because the real risk isn't falling. It's never getting on the ride at all. If this message lit a spark in you today, don't let it fade. Take one principle from this book and apply it before the day ends, because wisdom only works when you do. Comment below, which principle are you going to apply today? Like, share, and subscribe to Read and Rise Book Club, your weekly dose of powerful ideas, timeless wisdom, and unstoppable motivation.